working on that.
Oh God. Especially those Raconteur Society guys, they're like retirement age. Let's make one for them. Or not. Come on.
Not him.
I am the cusp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off right there.
Here lies Brad Helton. Do I get my PDOs back?
Yeah, we're live on Facebook.
Hello.
Good night. Hello.
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 Hello. So
Hello.
we are
Did you
playing
just say
Tales
hello?
from the Loop tonight. We're missing 2 players.
Rob
We
is
are
dying
gonna
of a
continue
cold.
Anyway. So as far as we'll just say they got in trouble for sneaking out and not saying where they really were. This is the great thing about kids is you can just
They get in
say they
trouble.
got in trouble.
Yeah.
You got in trouble. Of course, Wade's
So
character.
grounded.
Wade's character probably has chores to do, and then if he Wade's character, he can be in trouble.
Sorry. And Ben's on.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Canada.
That was
And Ben just left.
that was a theme song for one of my cats who just passed. His name is Cirrus Monkey, and we say, "Oh, Cirrus Monkey," and he got that. My cats get their own songs.
Theme song.
All right, so recap. You guys were planning to go see the movie The Ice Pirates, but the bus broke down. And so you ended up going to the pizzeria, and there you saw Lars, Ulf, and one other kid.
Henrik.
And they were, who was it?
Henrik.
Henrik. And they were talking and stuff, and you overheard them talking about something that sounded like, oh, I think we just gained a
It's
player.
a Wade. And Rhonda. Yay.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Join them on up. We were
You
just
got a couple
starting.
late bloomers here, guys, so
Bloomers.
Bloomers.
Who's wearing bloomers?
Not an 80s thing.
1880.
1880s.
Yeah. Late for the bloomers might be there.
Late for the bloomers.
So,
For the loopers.
and then you guys overheard Lars and them, and they were talking about something, and you were interested. So you asked them, and they said they'd found a dead body
Yeah.
out in the forest and everything. And they kind of dared you to go find it and everything. They didn't think you could do it. So you guys kind of went out. Right after you passed an old farmhouse, and there was a robot,
Yeah.
like Twiki, from the Buck Rogers, kind of out there. And you kind of passed it by, although it did kind of stop, and it was like waving at you like hello or something like that. You guys kind of passed it by for the first time. Or did you stop the first time?
He stopped.
We
and
stopped.
gave
Yeah,
the
you did
stick
stop for the first
kind
time.
of thing.
Yeah, and kind of
He's trying to get the place fetched.
investigated it a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you kind of went out and you found the body, but it was just a mannequin. A couple of you got all muddied up in the sword swapping area and everything like that. And then you kind of went back and you kind of checked out the robot again, and there was that penguin across the field, which is like a scientific research little station thing, or monitoring station.
Yeah, it's a big hollow penguin.
Yeah. And so you kind of went over there and kind of checked that out. And that's when you guys found a secret hatch, figured out the controls, and you were able to open the secret hatch. And then you kind of went downstairs, down the ladder, and that's when you found sort of a lab that's been set up. Whoever was down there had kind of hollowed it out down below, and then basically built a lab down there that had a workstation, some electrical panels for power, and then it had two pods, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Two pods. One was a cryogenic pod, and you saw what looked to be like a young boy, a 5-year-old boy in there, and the other one was empty and it was open.
Right.
Like you remember, you guys went home. You kind of found out your grandma.
He was going to take, was it him that was going to, which one of you guys was going to take the manuals?
He did.
Okay.
It was actually we didn't investigate the penguin until after we'd gone and tried to do the whole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took up the module with our by making our own.
And tried to scare Lars with it and everything.
Yeah.
And then he wrote a letter to Lars, but he signed it for Brom.
Yeah.
So, and then his dad came out and everything and grabbed the mannequin and took it up to the front yard or whatever.
And when Johnny went to get cleaned up is when he talked to his grandma about their missing boy. And then we went back to the penguin and found all that.
Yeah. So, and then I think that was the point where you guys were going.
We already did this.
And that was the point where we think you guys were going to regroup the next day or whatever and figure out what you were going to do.
Yeah.
And you guys actually stay somewhere then, or you guys just stay at the treehouse or the tree fort or whatever?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's where
We
we
didn't
didn't
actually-
actually that night, but we hadn't been there yet because we went back out.
What was that, Mike?
We're going to spend the night. We went out there and stored the mannequin, took the body out. Then we went back. Then we went to go get her and try and get him before we headed out.
Yeah.
Which we did, and then we went straight out there. So we haven't spent the night back here.
So that was your plan, though, to spend the night there.
I cannot do that. I'm going back.
Well, you
home.
snuck out anyway, so you were just going to go back, so they didn't find out that you snuck out.
Right. I gotta go home.
So
We tried to sneak out, but your mom caught you.
Yeah.
You guys got me. I got it. We got it.
So the next day, you guys stay out. You get back home, no problem. The next day, you guys kind of gather back around. And what's Rhonda? What's your character's name again?
Annalena.
So you guys will run into Annalena, basically, as you're kind of going around town and everything.
Actually, yes. Awesome. I like that.
Yeah. Good. All I kept thinking was Jim in the holograms.
It's actually black with yellow.
Nice. Nice.
So, and you guys decide where you're going to go and talk out or hash out whatever it is I'm doing.
Okay. Where do we want to meet?
Well, we meet at the clubhouse.
Meet at the clubhouse?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna assume that as soon as my
When we
dad
left
gets
off,
up,
we were still down below. We just got the manuals and stuff when we were climbing out. That's when we
Yeah.
left last time.
Yeah, and you guys, were you going to do something else right after that, or?
Well, I think seal it back up.
Yeah, we can close it back up.
Yeah, you can
I closed the door.
Yeah.
and then
probably-
you guys were going back to the clubhouse because you each arranged to make it seem like somebody was staying with the other one.
But you need to get back
But I
home.
have to go back
Yeah,
home.
sneak home.
So the
But I
next
don't know about
morning-
you, Wade.
No, it could be. I had asked about.
Oh, yeah.
But I had to do chores first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I was covered for being away from the house.
Yeah, but the next morning, so you would have to go home that night.
No, because he already arranged to stay with somebody.
You're the only one
Oh,
that's
okay.
home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to just meet us at the clubhouse in the morning?
Yes, because as soon as my dad gets up and leaves for work, my mom kicks us out of the house. So
Okay. So eventually you will all meet at the clubhouse. Even Annalie will show up. She's probably looking for you guys or something since she didn't see you yesterday.
What day of the week is this now?
Well, whereabouts does she live? Because I might be able to run into her.
We'll call it Wednesday.
Okay.
Mom says hi. Melcy says hi.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Melcy.
And Rob says sick from home.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, feel better,
Got the Black
Rob.
plague. He got the black lung.
You got the black lung.
So,
You had, I think you were living in town.
I do not know.
I don't think you were living out in the.
yeah, I think
Yeah, I think she lived in town.
I don't have the other notebook. I can't even read my notes from last time we made the characters.
Well, I was gonna say, if she's out and about and I'm riding my bike from my house to the clubhouse, thank you. See my wheels turning, and I might run into her or something.
Yeah. Well, she also knows where the clubhouse is too. So,
Yeah. Okay.
so
Like, come on, let's go.
you guys eventually all get there. Probably bring some snacks or something. Probably stop and get some snacks from the kiosk place and just like that. We're all in.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, I'm bringing
Let's all go to the lobby. That's for you, Rob.
That popcorn.
It's up to you guys. You can fill her in on what happened, a little bit more detail if you want, and discuss what you're going to do.
Look, we found a dead body that wasn't a dead body. And then we did find a dead body. You want to check this out?
Is that gruesome?
Terribly.
Terribly. It was like all sharp boiled. And like, it was like crispy chicken. Like gross. Like it was out in the sun.
Yeah, like they
Totally
boiled it at
awesome.
Burger King.
It's way more cooler than that lame mannequin. That
And it was probably actually a lot more decayed than I made it out to be, though,
Right.
because it is over about it has
Well, it's
like
been sitting there for
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So.
It was kind of jerky-fied.
Yeah, it may have not necessarily been a skeleton because in that enclosed space there, it could have preserved it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mummified.
it was nice and juicy.
It's still juicy.
It's got that buffalo seasoning to it.
I'm gonna give it a nice gentle rub.
Add some Cajun and we'll be just fine.
So we found out this kid in the cryogenic in that pod is the kid that went missing from that family across the street. What, 5 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, this kid went
was 5
missing.
years.
was 5.
He was 5. This kid went missing 2 years ago. Nobody knew what happened to him. We figured he got lost in the swamp and drowned. When we went to that penguin and went down inside of it, he was in one of the pods. The other pod is open.
I guess it's that kid. I mean, I don't know what the other kid it would be, but
And they have a little robot on their farm. And it looked like those machines were supposed to take like his brain and put it in the robot, or his brain patterns and put it in the robot.
Well, the documents that he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So cool.
And there might be a way to put it back, but we don't know. We don't even know if the people know that their kid is in there.
right. So what we're gonna do, right? What we're gonna do? You should ask him because you know more about robots.
Yeah, well, I've been reading manuals, you know.
Well, yeah, but you can go up and ask them where they got that robot
Actually, can I
from,
use my calculate skill to
and that
look
could
through
start
the
in the
manuals and try to
conversation,
figure out how
talking
that
to them,
thing works?
all right.
right?
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Totally, man.
You're like the one that talked that creepy bird watcher guy into not killing us.
Yeah.
So you're like a charming guy.
I can speak with the crazies.
That's right. Well, if they see, if they put it,
Comprehend.
Yeah. Had you done that yet, Mike?
What's that?
You did roll comprehend.
I use, I can figure anything out. I use my
Oh, you used
pride to figure out the manuals.
Okay. So, so I can't remember if I told you, but yes, the manuals told you that that you can reverse the transfer,
Yes.
allowing
Yes.
the body to go back in. And because you've read and successfully read it and everything like that, you do get you can have one extra bonus dice if you're the one operating the workstation.
Okay. But we got to get the parts to repair it, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
So we should go ask the parents.
Well, that's what.
Well, you didn't really need parts. You need to fix it. Someone needs to fix
Yeah.
it. Basically.
Well, that's why I was asking about comprehend, because that's more of the mechanical.
I have Tinker.
The books are more on the workstation and then the theory about everything.
Yeah. Didn't have any like actual parts
No,
manual.
not really. But you kind of know what needs to be done.
All right.
And because you did roll and checked it out and everything.
Pretty sure you made a tinker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you made it with the two or more. You know that when you go to fix it and everything, you're going to need to have 2 successes specifically for that. That's part of the whole group thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that dead guy, apparently his name was Xander Ingalls.
Mm-hmm.
And I have his wallet. I'm not telling you that.
Yeah, what?
I have his wallet.
Oh, okay.
He only knows that because she stole his wallet.
But there's no money in it.
Not anymore.
And this is the soldier kid.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of went.
So yeah, we should probably go to the children's
Children's.
and find out, you know,
I don't know.
if they know what happened to their Sid, their kid, their Sid.
Basically,
Find out what happened to their kid.
He blew stuff up on them fireworks.
Because I'd hate to put the robot in there and switch his brain back to the kid and find out the kid has like 2 minutes to live.
You get that.
That would not be good.
Dice.
Right. That's why I gotta find out about the robot.
Right.
So like when you do the move,
It's American
you
kid.
have 2 for your body, 3 for move, 5 dice.
Okay.
It's American.
Because we're all Stavitas, yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's American.
That's
Oh, yeah.
totally American.
Just so you know, everybody you guys all speak English.
Yeah.
You learn it as a second language
Yeah.
pretty well. You speak a little bit of Swedish from your mother, and then you started to learn more Swedish when you first moved here.
Yeah, I tried my best.
Yeah, that's why you fought that with the speech therapy.
Yeah. Therapy. Speech therapy. It's just plain therapy. Brad. You can sugarcoat it all you want.
It's crazy.
I learned from watching the Muppet Show.
More. That's how you talk, you know.
That's how. Was it about therapy again?
It failed.
Failed.
Bubble wrap's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh. There's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. I love therapy.
Any other ideas? You're gonna go all together. You're gonna split up, do something else.
Well,
Just
what?
head back out there at this point.
Well, all right. So we totally need to get in there and find out what the family knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And
then
that's probably you, because you're more charming.
You're the robot. You're the robot.
Yeah, and you can just ask
Computer
where you
guy.
got the robot, and I've never seen one like that, and see if they say anything about where it came from.
all right.
Yeah.
I can do
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Perhaps you didn't understand me. Work.
Yeah. Me the same.
You say? Okay.
Not German.
Yeah.
Get really confused now.
You're not the same.
So you guys headed out there then?
Yeah.
Grab your bikes and head back on out.
You get out there, and there's like 17 more robots. A bunch of town people are missing now. That's what happens.
We're in that.
You see 17 milk cartons with little pictures on them.
Oh,
Have
Yeah.
you seen me?
And then the last 6 or 7 of them, they look like you. You can ride back out there again.
that's terrible. That would be a great game.
That'd be a great premise. I'm missing. I'm dead.
You can ride back out there again, and this is probably like in relatively not real early morning time, but around
10 o'clock,
8 o'clock,
9,
9 o'clock,
okay.
or something like that. And once again, you do kind of see the little robot out there. This time he's out kind of like towards the front near the porch. Now he's probably just kind of like wandering around, maybe kind of picking up. Looks like he might pick up something and then he kind of tosses it or something like that, kind of awkwardly because the arms don't work the way it wants it to or something, maybe, you know, or he doesn't work like a little boy's, you know. So after a few minutes, when he kind of hears your bikes kind of rolling up toward him and everything, he does kind of stop and kind of looks and kind of starts walking over towards, there's like a little gate and everything, and he kind of waves again at you and everything.
Yeah. Wave.
Kind of wave at him.
This is creepy. It's a dead kid. It's not dead.
He kind of comes up towards where the sidewalk meets the gate and everything, kind of stops and everything, and just kind of nudges his head a little bit as he kind of watches you. You all kind of roll up to the front there, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna head over towards the penguin.
Okay.
Get it opened up and
Okay.
climb on down.
And you never see Magnus again. So what do you guys
Eaten
do?
by a penguin, you poor man.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna leave the robot. Can you talk?
It kind of looks and its eyes kind of bright up as you talk to it, but it just kind of like moves its head around like that, and then it kind of shakes its head.
Can you write?
It kind of raises again, and it can't do what you're doing though. It doesn't have digits per fingers. You know.
It's like more like a clamp. kind of thing.
The second Saturday lad. I'm not sure what's going on here, but you're all having fun, and that's what matters. It's on Twitch, so
Hey, all right.
thank you for
Yes.
joining. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Saturday
you.
lad, keep on.
If you think we're having fun now, wait
I
until
just
we
thought
start
you were
getting
talking
going.
to someone from Saturn.
Yes, and I am. Saturday lad is from Saturn, the great thing next to Uranus.
Should we bet that Mike probably said that wrong?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm speaking Swedish, but I can't quite do it yet. And we all know y'all is Swedish.
Y'all is Swedish.
what were you saying?
I was like, can you write?
It doesn't. It kind of looks and its eyes kind of go halfway and like
double
puts both kind of look to it.
What was that kid's name? That went missing.
I don't know.
Your
You never
grandma.
told us. What'd your grandma say? Soldier is his last name.
Soldier? You're Soldier, right? You're their kid, right?
That's not what I'm supposed to do.
It just kind of looks at you and waves again.
Oh my God! I go up and
As you
start
went-
knocking on the front door.
Actually, as you kind of come up to touch the gate, you can hear the front door screen kind of open up and everything.
Oh, it's the cops.
And, yes.
Inside.
No, what team?
It's worse. It's adults.
Head with the headbands, adults. You see a rather large guy, but he's kind of older. He's probably like in probably his 40s.
Like large or large?
Old man.
Not us. Old kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does have a large frame, and he's taller, probably about 6'1" or something like that. But he does kind of have that gut to him and everything. And he's got like flannel shirts, so the type of clothing you would typically see there in Sweden and everything.
Vinyl. Vinyl.
Flannel. It was vinyl.
Oh, it's becoming that kind of game. Mike's been turning on your OnlyFans page there.
What is it
This
now?
is the different tales from the.
I'm sorry. So we have not entered the yard at all.
No,
Actually,
no, you were
We're on
you
the
were just
outside
at
of the gate.
and everything.
Okay.
You can kind of see him come out and everything. He's like, "Hey, what are you kids doing?"
Hey, mister. Are you Mr. What is it, Solderin?
Children.
Solderin?
He goes, "Yeah."
Yeah, my granny is
He starts kind of walking down the pathway towards the gate. And you can see the little robot kind of churns and everything, kind of looks up at it, and its eyes does kind of bright up a little bit.
I cannot remember my grandmother's name.
I don't know.
Did
if
you
your
give her a
grandmother
name?
had-
Yes, I have it. That's my great.
Maggie.
Maggie. That sounds good.
Let me write that down. There.
All right. Thank you, Dennis. Maggie Hudson.
That's a private.
Is she drowsy?
Huh?
Is she drowsy?
Drowsy?
Why is Maggie drowsy? Should Maggie be drowsy?
It's a Irish folk tune, Drowsy Maggie. Oh.
Well, I don't know that many of them. Sing it for us.
Now, if you named it Molly, I would know Flogging Molly. Maybe that's where the vinyl came from.
That's it. Grandma flogging Molly.
Go ahead, Mike.
Flogging your grandma Molly? That's like a video in the back room.
My
In
granny's Maggie Faulkner.
We'll get a last name.
I'll get a last name. Faulkner, did you?
Oh, in vinyl.
There was a disclaimer at the beginning.
There was a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll pick a name for it.
Okay, thank you, Brad. Thank you for helping me.
Hey, Anderson.
That's right. That works. Wow, imagine that.
Striking so close to home.
The actual Swedish guy here doesn't know how to think of
she
it.
didn't go any raids. Like, no, we're not going to raids. We gotta keep one back behind. They're gonna drown getting on the boat.
Well then.
I go on the boat.
And the big guy just goes, "Will you leave my property?"
Oh, your name is
I'm gonna call that SWAT team.
yeah, that's to me.
Some crazy kid with a bandana on his head.
Stop.
I hope you didn't do that.
No, I just can't wave.
Yeah.
Oh, he kind of starts walking on, just like, "Hey, what are you kids doing?" And he kind of looks down at the little robot and everything, and he kind of sees that you're not in his yard or anything like that. So,
Oh, we just heard about stuff, and then we heard he had a really neat robot.
well, yes, that is a robot.
Yeah, I kind of go like, huh? Just a second. All right. Well, we never seen one like. We heard about it from other kids at school. Some kids were out here in the porch, and then we're like, "Oh wow, I wanted to see it." I kind of like robots. I started naming off some robots, and
Okay.
it's nothing like I've seen before, and
He goes, "Oh, well, I mean, I'm not all too familiar with all that other stuff. We just picked one up. I picked one up for my wife, Denise, in Stockholm."
Oh, okay. This one.
Well, yes, this one.
Okay.
He kind of looks around like, "Is anyone talking about it?"
I was like, "Oh, how long you been at him? He's kind of neat. I mean, he acts like a kid, We picking up sticks. We were handing him sticks.
Oh,
Hope that was okay."
not too long. No, not too long. Not too long ago.
Yeah, we were wanting to play games with them.
Well, I don't. It's the robot's really meant to help my wife out with chores and stuff. It's not it's not a toy, okay?
Oh.
It's not. It's fragile. It's expensive. At that point, you can hear the door kind of open up again. And you can see a younger gal come out, probably in her late 30s, maybe early 40s or something like that. Brunette hair, kind of pinned up in the back, and everything, wearing just a dress. And she kind of comes out and she's like, "Hamish, what's going on? Who are those kids?" They were just passing by.
Hi.
Looking.
And what was it? I knew her name from my
Denise.
Hi, Miss Denise.
Oh, hello. And she
Maggie Anderson's my grandma.
roll me 2d6.
6.
Okay. She
I know her.
She owes me money.
Damn Andersons again.
Anastasia says hi.
Hey.
Hi, Anastasia.
Oh, hi. Oh yes, I know Maggie. Yes. And she kind of starts walking down and everything, and he's like, they were just asking about the robot. I was telling them how expensive he was, and for you to, bought him for
Yeah, he's
you to
so
help out
cool.
around the house.
It
and
is a
stuff.
he, right? Or is it a girl?
Oh, we kind of think of it as a boy,
Oh, does he have a name?
We can try the empathize.
Oscar.
Do I know, is that the name of the boy that met this? Oh.
Oscar. That sounds familiar.
He goes, and he kind of, the little robot. The little robot kind of tugs like on her when she comes up, kind of tugs on her like dress or something, to get his attention or something like that. And she goes, well, would you kids like to come inside? Maybe would you like to play with us?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And Couch is like, I don't.
We'll be
think
careful,
that's
we
a
promise.
Good idea. And he kind of like looks over to Denise and everything, and she's like, oh, just for a little while, at least. It'll be interesting for them and entertaining for them and knowledgeable. She kind of smiles and everything.
Oh, thanks so much. Awesome. I just roll in.
Thank you, Mrs. Dahlgren.
Yeah.
To figure out what she's what
Hey,
the
Mr.
other is
Vest.
doing.
She kind of takes the robot by the hand and everything. He's like, make your way to your room. You can show your new friends your toys and stuff.
Go in the house,
Show the
even?
room and everything.
Oh, really? Sweet. He's got a room and everything?
Well, sort of. It's just where we keep him. And actually, at that point, she seems kind of sad.
Yeah.
She doesn't say it very happily.
I have empathize. Can I use that to see if...
Who and who are you trying to empathize?
First, I'd like to empathize the father
Okay.
and see if he's like
That's a funny way of saying it.
kind of... Yeah.
No comment. I want to emphasize that.
You want to size them up, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I can take you.
I can take him. I'm like the
old man.
I'm like the scrawniest kid of the group.
You gotta see what kind of vinyl he fits into.
Now, that'll be a record.
Yeah.
One success.
One success. So what is your question? It's
Does it look like he... I'm trying to find out if they know this is like their kid. And he's trying to keep that from us, like, oh no, I don't think you should play with him. You know, I'm not sure. Like, he wants us to not find out that it's the kid.
The kid's intelligence in there.
Well, I don't think you have mind reader.
No.
no. I would have to say, okay. He does look nervous.
Right.
And he's not very keen on the idea. It seems like he's not very keen on the idea with you kids hanging around this robot.
Okay.
And everything.
Okay.
So, and it also probably didn't look very keen that you guys even knew there was a robot here when he first came up and you were,
Yeah.
oh, we heard about the robot here. You know, you kind of remember kind of the way he looked at just a little bit. It's like, well, how else knew about this?
Yeah. I'd also like to empathize with the mother and see if she is kind of like, because she referred to him as Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, that's just where we keep him. So I want to see, and she seems upset. Does she know this is
Go ahead.
what this is? One success.
Okay. There seems to be
I'm sorry, Rob.
kind of doubt maybe she knows that this is Oscar or anything because the way I
This
think
is
they
more-
probably may have just named it. She named it Oscar
Right.
because Helmich didn't say anything about his name or anything.
Right.
He didn't go out of his way to say, "Oh, this is my robot Oscar,"
Right.
or anything like that. So maybe she's just kind of associating it with her.
Right. So she might not
and then
know
when she
this
kind of said, and then kind of when she said his toys, she kind of just said bedroom.
Yeah.
She kind of cut back real quick, kind of like catching her mistake.
That's what we
knowing
keep.
that's not really Oscar. It's just a robot.
Right.
So
It's a surrogate Oscar.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna come up.
What's up, Oscar? Hi.
Kind of waves again and everything. Kind of clamps onto your hand and then throws you across.
It's on your
Remember those sticks yesterday?
Okay. I don't think I got much far.
No, it kind of clamps onto your arm or something like
Yeah.
that, and kind of shakes and everything, kind of like, or like, here, follow
Okay.
follow me,
I'll follow.
come with me.
And while we're walking, I'm gonna try and
My
look.
den.
I'll try and look for
Come to my killing job.
nameplate or like manufacturer or anything like that. You
You can roll investigate.
investigate. Investigation. I did not eat.
Let me know when we actually get in the house because I'm gonna.
I got 1 6.
Okay. It appears to be void of any particular markings.
Okay.
And possibly, I will say, it doesn't quite look like a manufactured robot.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like a mass produced, you mean?
Mass produced, yes. So that's what you noticed.
Prototype, one off.
And it looks most like the one in the manuals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys,
I would just double check to see if like somebody had bought it and slapped one on, like, oh, this is Blumco. Yeah. Blumco.
So you guys get inside. It's a nice little quaint house, farmhouse, and everything. They're not rich or anything, but they're well off. So what are you doing?
I wanted to look and see if there was any pictures of the kid.
Okay, investigate.
Which ones do I want to use? I don't know.
You're all going to be robots. Thank goodness Finn isn't there.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have 1 success.
1 success. You do see at the corner of your eye, probably in the living room, there are various picture frames with a family, with a baby, younger ones. A couple of them eventually come to a point where you see basically maybe like a 5-year-old. And it does look like the boy that was in that plot. Okay. Yeah. She kind of takes you guys over to like another room and everything, and it basically looks like a 5-year-old's room.
Okay.
As you kind of come in and everything.
The body.
Also looked a lot different back then, didn't it?
Remember that dead kid we saw?
Real subtle.
It's basically got various toys and stuff that have been put up. Well, actually, yeah, most of them have been put up, but there's a few down on the floor. Most of the toys look like stuff that was brand new from maybe about 2 years ago, stuff that would have been popular 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then obviously a little bit before that, there's probably some children's books, the good old ones that you pick up that's got like 10 pages and they're the world to you, with artwork and everything, And then you do,
The hoodoo that you do.
the hoodoo that you do. Go ahead and roll and investigate for me.
All of us or just me?
You can all roll, but I mean, really just you for understanding it.
I got a 5.
Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 days.
Because when we go to his room, I'm kind of looking around for clues and all that stuff.
And then plus
Full
1
house.
for
Full
investment.
house? I'm not sure what that means in dice.
Ooh, 2 6s.
2 6s? Okay.
Nope. Need a 6 for success.
Anybody else get 6 or 2 6s? Just you then?
Yeah, I guess so.
The least computer nerdy guy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of me. You kind of look around. It's like, my house school 2 years ago. 2 years. Kind of look around. You can see off by the window, probably next to the bed, and the bed is obviously not slept in. It's made up,
Right.
everything. But over there by the bed, it looks to be kind of like a powering station.
Okay.
But it's not like a home. It's not like a store-bought powering station. It looks like something that's been ad hoc,
Okay.
and probably someone had to like figure out how to ad hoc it.
Right.
There's probably like a marine boat battery,
Yeah.
and then that's like plugged into like the 120 outlet or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically jury rig and everything. You can kind of see where maybe like it has to go and maybe stand and then it charge.
220, 221, whatever works.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. So,
Nice quote.
Yeah. Yeah.
as she kind of leads you in and everything, it's like, would you guys like some cookies and some lemonade?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Don't you want to stay around here for a little bit and everything, and I'll bring something. All right, sweet. Which is kind of hovering back behind her, and as she kind of turns and kind of walks, he's like in her way, and then he's like backpedaling, kind of.
You kids stay put. I'm going to go beat my wife.
As long as the switch is no bigger than your thumb, it's legal.
You could probably kind of hear he's mumbling. You can't really hear him, but then she kind of say something. The less mumbling, more I was like, Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. And so then they kind of go off to the kitchen and everything like that.
Okay.
Next time I'll still have some friends.
You see the little robot. He kind of goes and finds something, and he kind of picks up like a toy and kind of brings it over to like one of you, like probably you maybe first. And
Yeah.
kind of holds it up to you.
Wow, cool.
You know, and you kind of take it from him and everything. He kind of watches you play with it
Yeah.
and everything.
I'll hand it back, you know.
Inside of it is books. I want to see if any of them have his name written in them.
Okay. You can kind of pick up a few books and kind of start looking for it. Yeah, they probably do have his name written in it. As you're kind of looking at it, he sees her kind of look over there, and he kind of picks up a book and comes up and kind of nudges you with it and everything like that. You know, you
Read to
kinda,
him.
Yeah.
This is in Swedish. I can't read this.
Yeah, you can go first.
it's mostly pictures. Just pretend.
And so the child went in the swamp and died. He picks up his toy. Snap. Read the book. Read the book.
I'm reading the book.
I'm reading the book.
I will read the book to him.
Okay. You read the book to him and everything. I don't know what the story is, but it just kind of goes on, a little story and everything. But then it gets to a part where it's got a rabbit in it. And you maybe like show him the little rabbit and everything like that. And he starts kind of like jumping up and down, kind of like around the room a little bit.
Like
you
a
know?
rabbit.
We kind of
Yeah,
laugh.
okay.
You know, and he just kind of like just does that and everything. The more you laugh, the more his eyes will grow, and he'll just like look up and he'll kind of like keep jumping and everything.
It's not a game until Bobby cries.
I'll hop up. Like a little
I
rabbit.
meant to do that too.
Little rabbit. Hop, hop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the rabbits across the street.
So actually, you
Yeah.
like rock?
I was just going to say that.
And it turns and it like goes over towards the window and everything, and it kind of looks out the window, and its eyes like dilate back down
Yeah.
to about a quarter of the size.
I kind of look over, like over there, and I point right at the base of the thing. We saw rabbits over there.
It kind of nods and everything, and then it kind of like turns back, and maybe it goes in and like grabs a game or something, and kind of pulls it down, and kind of drops it on the floor, like the Swedish version of Shoots and Ladders.
Okay. What do we
Shoot
play?
the
What do we
ladder.
play? Shoots and ladders. I kind of look around if there's like, I wonder how this thing is charged or anything. I mean, how do you get this energy?
It's like sitting right by.
Probably the power station, dude.
What power station? Did you see it coming in?
It's you're standing on it.
Oh, jeez, I got cancer. Oh, I powered up. I'm Hubert.
As we get the game ready, I kind of sit down next to Oscar, and I'm kind of like, "So your name's Oscar, right?"
It kind of looks up, and its eyes kind of get a little bit, not all the way bright, but it kind of looks up.
Say, "Have you been across the street where the rabbits are?"
It kind of gets, the eyes kind of dilate back down again, and it kind of looks away.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Are you there now?
It kind of goes like this, like it doesn't know.
Okay.
Would you like to go over there where the rabbits are? I think surf in the Garden of Eden. No problem.
It doesn't seem like it's too sure.
Something to think about, maybe.
It may not understand.
Yeah. It's only 5.
I'm sorry, Oscar. I'm Lou.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Johnny Cage.
Oh, he pulls out a poster of Johnny Cage.
I'm Brahm.
And you can see his eyes, as you guys announce who you are and everything, its eyes kind of grow a little bit brighter and everything.
Victor.
Now, where's our cookies and lemonade?
Actually,
And then I kind of point to them too.
Well,
They're not.
he's not there.
Oh, he's there.
Mama had to bake them first.
Oh,
There'll be a slight delay. Civilization will one day return.
yeah. Okay. Introduce yourself.
Annalena.
Big, you know, and again. It's gonna- at about that time, Denise probably does bring in like a fire and stuff like that.
Cookies, sweets.
Cookie and stuff like that. He kind of sets him down and everything. And she said, well, you kids have fun and everything.
I kind of passed one to
Play a
him.
game. That's
Oh,
good.
we're playing shoots and ladders.
Yeah.
I handed him a cookie.
He kind of holds it and everything, and then gives it over to you probably.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'll hand out some cookies. So this is his power station.
Anybody want a cookie?
Oh yes.
Now I see it. I roll.
You can roll.
Now what am I rolling? Program? or-
You can roll just
I don't know how to roll that.
either investigate or tinker. You can.
Oh, they're both the same.
Good enough. So.
I think. What? Nope.
What? No. Nope.
That's what Mike
Nope.
says as he's looking at the power station.
Yep.
It looks like something that's very ad hoc.
Right.
You're pretty sure it doesn't come from a company or anything.
Was it in the manuals or different?
No, it didn't. You don't remember it being in the manuals. Nothing like that.
Okay. So how did I charge the robot in the manuals?
Must be your unit.
Probably somewhere in there. Probably hook up in there or whatever.
Took me a second to remember that.
Probably a butt plug.
Hey, this is a kid robot.
With Come
on, dude. Get off that. Get off that. I don't know. It's, well, I didn't write a flip book, I guess, because they didn't have porn online. Yet, so.
No.
Ooh. Flip book.
So, what are you doing now? You go over to the penguin.
Yeah. I was gonna go check out see what I could do with what we figured out from him reading the manuals, try and figure out what to do to get it set up again.
So, basically, you will need to fix that electrical issue on the panel.
Yeah.
And you will need to have someone operate that workstation. Let me get back over to that. So yeah, repair the brake, and operating the workstation. Those are the two main things that you will need.
Yeah.
The rest, you guys can come up with extra stuff to help out everything.
Well, I'll go ahead and work on the electrical panel and see what I can do then.
Okay, that's all part of that'll be a part of the bid, the whole thing. When you guys are ready to do it, that'll be a part of the in solution, the extended challenge, the extended trouble.
Right.
So
Actually, can I use the calculate to get a better understanding of it?
of the workstation, you can use the calculator to get a better understanding of the workstation.
Well, the electrical panel.
It's just tinker. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's where the calculator bolsters the tinker. That's why I was thinking about doing that.
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you can kind of you can. It's not really going to help much. You'll still need to get 2 successes on that. So, but you can use a calculator if you want to get an idea of how the workstation might work. Yeah, see, a lot of that whole part is a part of the extended trouble. When you guys get to the end and you're ready to do it, then you'll make your rolls for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. When I was watching last week's game, I had a question about what is this?
Look.
The luck. When you read the rule the first time, what it sounded like to me was, if you use your luck, you re-roll any unsuccessful roll, and if you roll 4 dice and they're all unsuccessful, those are all unsuccessful rolls. So
Yes.
I would think that you would roll all 4 dice again.
No, I think it's just
Each luck point
for
is
each
one
point.
dice.
No, you're thinking of pushing if you're
That's
pushing,
Yeah.
then you get to re-roll any unsuccessful dice.
Oh, okay. And luck is 1 point per 1 die, but if you push it, and then if you fail, that's when you get a condition.
Well, actually, when you push it, you've already
Push it, you get
failed.
Oh,
You
get
take
one.
a condition and re-roll all of your unsuccessful
So
dice.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Read that to me again. I'm sorry. Tell me again about luck.
Luck is just buying one dice.
So let's say.
No, hold on.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Rob, really? Give me that back, man. Oh, it's sticky now, man.
Hey, when you gotta blow, you gotta blow.
Oh, God, man. Nora's giving me strength.
Nora's giving me strength.
You see me like, beard pops out.
So it's Chuck Norris jeans, I'm telling you.
Without even wearing those.
Okay, no. You cannot spend more than one luck point on a single dice roll. So yeah, it's just for one. It's for re-rolling one dice.
Just re-rolling one time.
Yeah, one dice per
I don't know
line.
why I would ever bother.
Yeah. And then
Push
pushing.
push is the one where you get to
Where you
re-roll
get a
all.
condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get to re-roll all your failed dice, but if you fail again, then you get a condition.
Okay.
Well, you get your second condition because you have to take one to do the push.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. You get a condition. Which I am still upset.
Well, that would have gone away from last
No, because
night.
this is still the same mystery. Is it right?
No, it's a session. So would you use luck?
Well, she had upset.
I
because-
had
From last night.
a condition
Got
from
caught by
last
Mom.
time.
Oh, okay. No, those will flare up. Those she has to go to an anchor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I had the upset from pushing the roll,
Yeah.
and I went and talked to my anchor and got it.
So if you go talk to your Grammy, you could get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm busy messing around with a robot with you guys right now.
Yeah. These are good cookies, miss.
Well, she kind of said that when we left there.
Oh, I'd probably say it, but she's gone now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh.
You guys try to play around a little bit more then, or
Well, they're playing the game. I'm actually going to take out my drawing pad and draw Oscar,
Okay.
the robot Oscar.
Okay.
I'm actually going to draw a picture of him.
okay.
Draw a picture of the kid to show it to the robot.
Can you remember what the kid looked like? And
I'll go downstairs and use the bathroom and look at the hallway.
Well, I got pictures over the house. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll look around.
Yeah, drawing
In here, is there a picture of Oscar?
There might be. We'll see. Yeah, sure.
Draw him in the tube.
would there be?
I don't want to freak him out.
Would there be a picture of us?
Maybe, you know,
Probably not in here.
Really keep
maybe draw the tube
pictures of the
to see if you recognize
Yeah,
it.
maybe not.
Okay.
Well, I'm just wondering if the parents would put a picture of the kid in the robot's room if it's the kid.
True.
True. So they put it in the bed.
Put it in the bed.
Cover it up.
3D printing.
It's actually the comforter is the big huge picture.
It's a big crib.
Of him in a cryo
Picture
tube.
of-
Oh wow!
It was the only way we get him to shut up. We're going to mass produce them. So you kids get to try them out first.
Yeah, I will draw a picture of the pod
Okay.
and kind of make it look like there's two pods there. And so when I'm done drawing that, I will I'll probably draw a rabbit next to it, like a cartoon rabbit.
Okay.
And I'll be like, hey, Oscar, have you ever seen anything like that? Pulls out a Raoul rabbit. No, okay.
It's probably not his head.
Okay. Well, the rabbit?
It nods its head. Probably gets up and jumps again.
Okay. Yay. How about these? You ever see these?
It nodded when you
Not it. Oh, okay, not its head.
Any thoughts, Anna?
Now we're gonna talk.
I'm just curious of the contraptions.
Well,
Curious to know if this is a child spirit or what have you in the robot, the AI.
Well, he knows the pods. so
She
I
might
bet
be
it
more
is.
help in the penguin when we get
Yeah.
over there.
but we got to get the cam over there.
Why do we have to get him over there?
Because that's how you move the conscience from one pod to the next.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what the manual said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the robot has to be in the other pod.
You know this too?
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I
what
said.
he said.
That's what I read them on. That's what the manual said.
Where's the manual now?
Right here.
Can I see it?
Well, yeah, don't rip it. It's all green. I wasn't reading it that close.
You were talking about that magazine earlier. What you been doing?
Oh, come on. Wasn't that kind of like robot? What's that artist?
Well, I don't really think I understand much of that. Do you?
Nope.
Don't you got to roll?
I mean, well, women investigate, so.
Well, I mean, just to comprehend
Oh, wow.
that you can use four minds. So.
Program?
All right.
What's going on? What are you looking at?
She's trying to look at the manual.
Oh, she's looking at the manual. Okay.
Is that program or is that
That was
Comprehend is what you said.
comprehend?
Okay, well, I don't have that though.
So it's just
Yeah,
your
but you
base.
still have mind.
Right, so that's
So,
4, right?
Yep.
Oh,
5.
all Greek.
Oh, so you saw what I saw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Left me scratching my head.
It was finished.
Here's the
Was there, was there a picture of the guy on his ID? His wallet?
Could we tell? Could we see the picture?
Oh, it's probably.
We could barely make out the name, I think, or we could make out the name, but I don't remember if you said.
Yeah,
picture
you
right
could
there.
make out
That
the
was
name.
him.
You could probably see the picture of it.
How descriptive are the pictures? Does it kind of give you a
Well,
gist?
he's talking about in the wallet, the ID
Yeah,
in the
the
wallet that I
picture of
have.
the
Okay,
guy.
I was talking about the manual.
Yeah, he confused me for a second. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I think they're more like
Mr.
blueprint
Microwave.
schematics more than anything else.
Yeah, you could probably rub it off. They rub it off.
Get rid of that melty flesh on there.
Yeah.
Tastes like
Well, you're rubbing
Well,
off.
you
You don't
think
know.
well, you
bacon.
said it was inside the leather wall.
It was. Yeah, it was inside the leather wallet. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's insulated.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He looks at it and he doesn't seem to have any reaction to it.
What was the guy's name?
Xander,
Andrew Eagle
Sanger Eagle?
Xander,
Vander Ingalls.
No reaction.
waves at you,
Okay.
picks up
All
a
right.
book and gives it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then a little receipt comes up.
$5. Ah, oh, $5 back then. That's like a lot of money, dude. Here, you bought it.
we're dealing with international currency. I mean, we're running the good old standard krona.
Yeah, here you take it. That's American dollars too, man. Well,
We need to figure out what the parents know.
That is true.
yeah.
He's seen those pods, so but I don't know if he really understands what's going on with him.
We should find out when his bedtime is.
Yeah, actually, about this time, you hear a beeping coming from him.
Uh-oh.
They time to plug you in.
So in the manual, do I know is there a different charging station or is there an actual one that would?
It probably in the main he probably didn't really discuss a charging station very much. It probably just directly connected somewhere there in the outlet just for power. And they're probably the power outlet that they're using is the one that you would connect it to. It was just, but the power would just come directly in from that penguin and what he set up down there. Like the power that's being generated and being routed through the electrical panels and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like it didn't look like that came out with the manual had a whole like, I'm going to sell this to so and so, and this is the power station.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's just like this is something he was working on.
Okay.
And that's his ass. Oscar's beeping.
Yeah.
You can hear it
Wait,
go
I got an
back in.
idea. Oh,
You know, it's just like, oh, it looks like it's time for him to get him charged back up. So it's actually it's not getting late, but it's probably time for you.
Well, here, let's
Years ago.
pick up our stuff, everybody. You know, and I start putting stuff
Yeah.
up.
Okay, and you kind of see she kind of moves him over. And kind of sets him on the station and everything like that. And you want to tell your friends goodbye and everything? He kind of waves.
we all wave at him.
Hey, bye, Oscar.
Bye, Oscar.
How long does it take him to sleep up?
Wake up and come back and play.
Oh, probably about 6 hours, 6 or 8 hours.
Oh,
to be
All right.
fully charged.
Is the dad here now too, or?
No. No. And you kind of pick that up, everything. And she kind of.
So maybe we'll see him later.
Like maybe about 8 o'clock tonight, Oscar.
And you can kind of see his eyes basically they kind of shut off. His screen goes blank. Probably, or actually, there probably is like a little line at the bottom of the light that kind of blinks. Yeah.
Bounces back and forth like Paul.
That's a line. Plan to take over the world.
He's no Trisha Hefner.
Thank you for letting us, play with him. That was pretty cool. He's just like a real 5-year-old kid.
Oh, well, you're welcome or anything. It's so nice for you to come by and spend some time with him and everything. She kind of hugs you and everything. And she actually kind of hugs all of you.
Yeah.
If you want everything.
Yeah, he must like bunnies.
Oh, I don't know. I've never.
No, he keeps pointing out the ones over the penguin.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of odd. Yeah. But, it's not kind of strange.
What can I say?
No, she probably does kind of look straight, like, befuddled a little bit.
Well, I mean, he's always out in the yard. He probably sees him running around out there, so. And he was pointing to him in the book.
He breaks down and kills her.
Yeah.
That's good job. Good job, Johnny Cage.
Yeah, no problem.
What a charm.
Finish her.
TPK, total perfect kill.
Wow.
All right, well, you all have a safe ride home.
I'm gonna go.
Come back
I'm
here
gonna
sometime.
go.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be all right.
Oh, I'm gonna rip out the picture that I drew of the robot, and I'll say, "Here, you guys can have that."
No, yeah. It's pills tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ring, ring. The children's robot. I told you it's a robot, but it's a bad idea. You should have it. Well, never mind.
Why is she talking to Dracula?
Yeah. I'm like, he's really cool.
Because I'm
Maybe we'll come back and visit him again.
Strange. Oh, I see.
So she kind of escorts you kind of outside.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
So what's Mr. SU?
I don't know what he does. He does something.
I don't know what he does, but he does something.
Something
He's a
that's
farmer.
not apparently robotic in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White collar job of some sort.
Well, it's all his radio station stuff, and I probably babble something about some robots and like that penguin over there probably's got some parts that help it probably charge faster,
Well, I suppose it would. Thomas is the one that built that and everything.
Okay. Maybe I can talk to him about it sometime.
Oh, well, he's outside, and so he's okay. Okay, now let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So, all right, as you kind of go outside,
Sharpening his knife.
yeah.
It's like chopping wood with this giant axe just staring.
With all our faces on each log.
Don't worry, kids. It's just for the ride.
Just like the robot, he picks up his big log and goes, crack!
Which one
Like
of you use
father and
Bram?
son, you know?
They're like,
Which one of you use Bram?
No Bram here.
Finally, she's outside and everything, and you kind of pile out and everything, and he probably kind of looks over at you guys and go, listen, kids, it's probably a good idea if you didn't go around telling other people about the robot. I don't really need a bunch of every kid on the block coming around.
Oh no, we won't.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't want him stolen.
Yes, most definitely. It's an expensive robot,
Okay.
No, that's cool.
Just best for everybody.
All right. Did you make them yourself?
No. Got him in Stockholm.
Yeah.
That charging station, though, that's pretty something.
That looks like crap, sir.
He does kind of scratch his head. It's like, oh yeah, well, the original one broke down and they're kind of expensive, so I just kind of hobbled something together.
I kept pointing to the penguin. I'm going to scrutinize him. I don't really have that skill, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But as I pointed over the penguin, I said, "Well, there's probably parts you can charge him with over there at that thing."
Well, I don't think that one's. I think that one's been decommissioned, and besides, that belongs to Rick's Energy.
Yeah, my dad works for them, so.
Everybody's. Everybody works for him.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah.
I work for them.
Actually, yeah, he probably does work for
Yeah.
him, actually. So he goes, well, that's probably not a good idea to damage their stuff because they could possibly get you into some legal trouble there, okay?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I remember your grandma told you not to go
Meanwhile,
vandalize stuff
clink,
anymore.
clink, here comes Magnus get out of it.
Hey guys, come over here.
Works. Look, I figured out this 400-volt machine.
All right, kids. Now I'm going to call the SWAT team.
Well, I can ask my dad, though, if they have parts that might help him with the charging station or something, if that's
Well,
okay.
we're not supposed to.
No. I wouldn't bother him with that. No, I mean it works. It's fine. It's reliable, and I know how to
Okay.
work it. You know, so I would something new. I'd have to figure it out myself. I'm not very
That's
good.
right.
at
Well, I'm
electrical
sure a
stuff.
pretty smart guy to make that thing on your own, man.
Well, it took me a while, but you know, I mean, it's just power. You know,
Yeah.
batteries.
But she seems to really like it, so. Wife.
Now, at any point, if you want to roll charm or something,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a good
That's how
idea
you
right
really,
now.
that's how you get in extra information.
All right. Now, if in luck, I can roll an extra dice, right?
Yes.
Yes, I got a 6.
Okay. So he's like, well, you know, I kind of, I bought it for my wife, sort of as a way to help her out. You know, we had a kid once before, and he's gone now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She was hurt pretty hard, so when I found this, I thought it would help her out in that. So.
I'd like to
Man.
use charm and ask him, what happened to your kid? No successes.
Okay.
What happened to your kid? Did you kill him?
Yeah. I'll use the luck.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah.
No.
That was worth it.
That thing was in the way.
You dirty rat. Dirty rat.
He just kind of, it's
God, that would be weird if it was.
went missing a couple years ago, and we couldn't find him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Granny said that somebody went missing over this way. And be careful, so.
Yeah, you probably should be careful if you're playing out here, especially out in further east on the island there.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
Well,
Did you look in the penguin? No. Don't say that.
Oh, so he went missing? He wasn't sick or anything?
no.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I
really sorry to bother you. We gotta go now. Bye.
yeah.
Well, sure, you're awesome, Dad.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for letting us see him.
Yeah, and we won't tell anybody about it, but he was a really cool robot. Really
Yeah.
neat.
Thanks, Mr. S.
Well, I appreciate it.
I kind of go. I guess in a way, it's kind of cool to really meet Oscar. So, yeah.
Oh, he kind of thinks for a moment. And, yeah. He did say, you like this because
Yeah.
she calls him Oscar.
Yeah. Well, cool.
I can fuck off my yard.
Yeah, we kind of go out stand.
You overstay or stay all the time, I tell you.
Yeah, we kind of go out and stand on the bikes. Yeah, well, we're gonna bicycle away now.
Where do you guys want to go now?
I don't know, but if
We should probably go find Magnus. I hope he's somewhere
Yeah.
around and doesn't come out anytime soon.
yeah. Yep.
Go find Magnus.
He's in the penguin, so we can't run. So we're all right over there.
He eventually goes inside.
All right. Well, we kind of ride away, then sneak back. So hide behind the penguin.
We ride down like 20 feet, and all of a sudden, all of us have to tie our shoes for about 15 minutes.
Hey, man, you went missing. What a coincidence.
Gotta hide your bikes in single file behind you.
Yeah, we're like
Lying in
Straight
my,
up.
facing the house. I don't see
The
him.
disguise of numbers.
it's like somebody riding on the road. There's like a line of like, well, that's weird. There's rabbits on each one.
All right, so what are you guys doing next?
So should we get in the penguin?
Oh, Boo dropped the mic.
It's open, so.
Okay.
Now, is the door on the side of the house or is it on the opposite side
The front door?
of the penguin?
The hatch of the penguin.
Hatch
It's the hatch facing the house is what it says.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So to go in, you gotta watch the house is looking at.
Yeah.
We'll try and sneak in. And go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they all piled out inside the dead body.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
See, there he is. Anna, check him out. There is the body.
Yep, he did.
You want to touch him?
No, that's a little gross.
He's crispy, and I kind of poke him with this fucking bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
On both sides.
Okay, so said Oscar wasn't sick. I wonder if this dude like took Oscar and did like some weird experiment on him.
Why? Who is this dude? Did we say dude in the 80s?
yeah, that was,
All right, dude was all over the.
I can't remember. It's so long ago.
So what are you guys doing? What were you discussing? Go ahead.
We were all tying our shoes up at the same time.
Okay.
We all
So
stuck
I'll tie
down.
your shoes together. And you can't go anywhere.
We all stuck down to the penguin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you guys been?
Playing with the robot.
Yeah.
I do not recall this.
It's basically just a station for the power company
Show
that
you a
has the whole
picture.
loop.
Okay.
But they're like scattered
It's part of
around.
the loop.
Somebody's cut out the floor and put a basement in it, and they have like these. Big,
Well, in this particular one, anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not normal.
And this one's not active.
It's basically a sensing station so that they can monitor everything around the
You
loop.
can see
Okay.
it.
Okay.
What it
Think,
is
think of
right
the
here.
train tracks. Look at that little box next to the train tracks of light. Think of that. You open it up and there's a bunch of panels everywhere.
Okay.
But in this case, they cut out the floor and put a basement in it.
Ah, gotcha.
That's what it
Okay.
looks
See, it's
like.
right up there in
See,
the corner.
right up there in the corner.
Kind of like a
okay.
Star Wars turret.
Yeah,
I was going to say, from
literally.
here, it looks kind of like a tank.
Yeah, a little bit.
But that's why they call them penguins, because they kind of look like
Slots with a beak.
yeah.
All right, so I am convinced that they don't know where their kid is.
They don't know.
So I think what happened, I'm thinking what happened is this kid went missing. This dude, I pointed at the charred corpse, this dude took him to do this experiment, turned him into the robot, and then fried himself, like got caught, got killed, and that robot just wandered off
Right.
and probably tried to go back home, and they took that robot in.
But he said he bought it from somewhere, but I don't think so. I think he found it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think the robot wandered out and tried to go back home, and he just took it in, not knowing really what it
'Cause he
was.
totally cobbled up that charging station.
Right. So
Okay.
I don't think they know where their kid is, and the kid is right there.
I know. Well, yeah, they think the kid's gone,
Right,
like
so
buried in the swamp.
We
Like,
can, we can somehow get that robot over here and reverse that process.
they think he. Do you think he is he?
we can get him the kid back.
Yeah, I know that.
So we got to do that. I mean,
Well,
how
if
do
they
we
let
do
us
that?
take the robot with us,
We're gonna have to figure out how to get the robot.
Weren't you in
wait
there?
till we go to bed.
Well, hopefully he'll come out at 8 o'clock like I asked him to.
We'll sneak it out.
They'll probably be watching though. I don't know how long it's going to take to fix. You've been down here. What'd you find out?
It'll be a snap.
Yeah.
Do we need parts and stuff?
No.
No, you won't need parts, but you will need to complete tasks.
But I definitely want to check out real quick because we can't do it until they go to bed. I want to go find out who this guy is.
And it's still
Yeah.
pretty early too.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking if we go to the library, or if we know somebody who could like tell us about this guy. But if we go to the library, maybe we can look it up and see if he was like I don't know, arrested or fired from the company for something. Maybe there's a story about it.
Well, and if you guys are right, and the dad doesn't really know, then he will also wouldn't like this kid isn't sick. So if you guys can bring him back,
Right. It's not like he's gonna die. I don't think.
Well, we don't know if he's going to be sick when he wakes up.
Well, let's.
well, he
we
wasn't
gotta
sick
see-
when he went missing. You know, he wasn't.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
But he's in a cryogenic tube.
What did I read? If he comes forward, he's going to be fine, or what?
Well, that you don't know for sure. Yeah.
Nobody would know what it-
that you don't know for sure. This is just all the stuff we know is just a theory. I mean, that's all it's concerned about is the transfer of the mind from one to the other. There's no mentioning about healthcare or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what'll totally happen when we kick this back in.
Well, no, but he probably wasn't already dying of like leukemia or anything when he
I don't have his
went.
medical records. Do
Well,
I
the
look like a
dad said he
doctor?
wasn't sick.
Did I stay in a Holiday Inn last night? No.
Oh, it's
Early reference.
That's from the '90s. Come on.
I know.
So Ramada and get it right.
Oh, it's a Ramada.
That one went over my head, I think.
Yeah.
Holiday Inn Express.
The doctor, or did I stay in a Holiday Inn last night?
The commercial on the Holiday Express. Stay the night.
I don't watch enough
Okay,
TV,
never
I
mind.
guess. I'm sorry.
If it was like somebody who would stay the night in a Holiday Inn, they could do anything the next morning. Oh, I just stay in a Holiday Inn. That's how I
I
started
get
this
you. I just
reactor.
don't watch the.
I understand.
TV.
Moving forward.
Hey, sorry, I didn't get the commercial reference.
It's all right. They didn't run those commercials in Sweden, so
Yeah.
you only get 2 channels in Sweden.
Yeah. You get the Yak channel and the Yak channel. Wait, in English.
Jack Channel Plus.
Yak channel plus. Yeah.
Okay. So, how you think you're going to find out about this?
Well, first I'm gonna go to the library and see see if I can search that guy's name and like the microfiche stuff.
I don't remember. Did they have computers in libraries?
No,
Microfiche. That's why you gotta do the microfiche.
Oh, microfiche. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And that will
Just said that.
require going to Sten Harma. You'll have to grab the bus.
Okay.
But we
Is the
can
bus
also,
running today?
Could be.
Could be.
but we also got to find out about Oscar. Maybe they have stuff
Well, then
about
screw
it.
this. We're going to
Maybe
go
we
see
can look him
Ice
up,
Pirates.
there's got to be stories about him too. If he went missing 2 years ago, there's got to be like some sort of interviews or stories about it.
Yeah.
So let's go see if the bus is running.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you pull on out the Penguin.
Like a clown car.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
We'll hop out like rabbits.
Oh, yeah.
Put on this guy's charred lab coat. Cut off his
Probably
face
do
and put it
notice as you
on.
pull out, there's probably a couple of
This to me.
that scatter from the Penguin. If you remember, there was like a
Yeah, oh, yeah.
holdout. So, you get on your bikes and you basically run to the bus stop over there at the center square area. And, yep, it's running. So you can get your pass out and you'll probably have to
Multi-pass.
hitch your bikes here, park
Yeah.
your bikes here, and jump on the bus. And that was all of you going, or are you going to do, some of you going to split up again, or are you just going to stay together?
We'll just stay together, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll run down to Sten Harbor. I think it takes about an hour,
Okay.
or maybe a little less than an hour since you're on the bus. I can't remember. But it does take a little bit of time. Not too much, but a little bit. And you get there into town, and like I said, this is probably like 4,000 people town.
Okay.
You know, but it does have a library. This is where your schools are. There's like 2 schools here.
Yeah.
So you guys head on over and basically walk on over to the library. So, to use the library, basically you just have to roll comprehend. One of you can roll and one can assist and help.
Good, because I got nothing in comprehend. But
yeah,
I have
I would-
4 in
I
mind.
got a 1, so
Yeah, rather than having you all roll, one person, whoever got the highest roll, and one person can say their assist and he'll get an extra dice.
Well, who's got the highest comprehend in mind?
I got a 1.
I have a total of 2.
I have no comprehend.
You have 4.
I have 4. 4 total. You had how many, Dennis? 4 total?
I've got a total for 4.
Yeah. So who's got the highest total?
Well, it sounds like 4 is about the highest.
Yeah, because I have 4 in mind.
Multiple of you have 4.
Okay, well, who is assisting him then?
Again.
Okay.
And you don't have, if you're assisting, you don't have to roll dice. You just get you get him an extra dice, basically, is what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you get 1 more dice.
So go ahead and roll comprehend, and you get an extra dice.
Yeah,
You got 6?
I had 6.
Okay.
It's like we're really looking it up.
That's a real book, even.
Yeah.
Okay.
For you kids at home.
Basically, you net some articles, and basically it talks about the disappearance and the search for Oscar Sojourn roughly 2 years ago, and how he was never found, and authorities suspect that he wandered off into the woods and became lost. He was eventually listed as being deceased. Yeah. And that's pretty much what there's like one article that's the boy's missing, and there's one about the search, and then basically there's a couple. And I mean, the search probably lasted for a couple of months, probably about 3 months or something, before they finally came up and said, there you go. And then there might be a follow-up article, and just as a puff piece or something like that, So that's what you kind of get from that.
All right. Well, let's look up that guy. Let's look up his name.
All right.
Okay. So choose who's rolling, and if someone wants to help.
I can roll. Someone wants to help.
You have a 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
You'll help. So you try and roll and see if you help.
No, he just gives him an
Oh,
extra.
you automatically give an extra dice. I see. So
6.
Okay. Just one success?
Just 1.
You do see an article about a Dr. Xander Engel, former cryogenics scientist from Rick's Energy, having been reported missing to the local police. And that is pretty much about it. It's just like a short piece.
Okay.
When did he
You don't
get
see
reported missing?
there's no follow-ups or anything to it.
Okay.
How long ago did he get reported missing?
Roughly 2 years ago. But before the boy went missing.
Okay.
He had probably left the job in reclusion. He was probably secretly forced out because he had some wild ideas that the bosses didn't want him pursuing.
That's what I'm thinking.
And so they basically going to kick his ass, and so he just took off. And
He was waiting for a test
he was-
subject.
yeah. And,
That's what I'm
Oscar was a target of opportunity.
Peter Cushing, Dr. Frankenstein. Just same thing.
Did the article say about where he lived or where he was?
Yes. That is, and actually, I think someone. Can't remember someone that.
I'm sorry, it probably would have been on his ID that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that someone told. For some reason, I'm thinking you guys were told beforehand, but not. But no. So here was the Sojourn House. Here's the field. Oh, no. When you were riding to go look for that body, remember
That
there was
abandoned
another
house.
little. There was an indent that went further in, and there was another farmhouse there, and then
It
there
was
was
for
some for sale signs. It is that house right there, and that is the address, and that's the address. in the
Dude, we need to get back there and check out his house.
Yeah, but I almost brought up that house for sale while we were at the.
Did it say why he was?
So we came an hour away to find out.
No.
We're gonna go back a block. I'll wait.
It's probably, you would know, for some of you, people getting let go from Rick's Energy isn't like anything new.
Yeah.
They have a lot of people. Well, first of all, there's a lot of people that come and go. Some of them are from different countries
Yeah.
because they lease out space, time with the machines and stuff like that and everything. And so they'll come, one make deals with other governments. They'll come and do research. And
When did Birdman work there? Was it during the same time this guy used to work there?
possibly, yes.
Now, where is Birdman?
He's there in, in Koonsberger.
Here?
No.
Not in town, Koonsberger, back in your village.
Okay.
We need to get back home.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Is there anything else you want to do in this town, though? Because this is where you have to take the bus.
Space Pirate, Ice Pirate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what time is Ice Pirates start?
Was there anything else here?
Well, what time is it? Is it lunchtime? Are we
We need any
hungry?
parts?
It's probably
We
lunchtime,
don't need parts, right? No.
so you can get something to eat here. Go to the kiosk or the pizzeria,
Pizzeria.
Yeah.
steakhouse.
Oh, we had pizza yesterday.
So what? Pizza's the
Yeah, it's like every day.
What tacos? Swedish tacos. Give out the fish tacos.
Cheeseburger, haggis,
bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger haggis.
So let's start looking some.
What do you think I am, a Ghostbuster? I'm not eating that.
You get something to eat before you head back, unless you think of something else you need to do.
Is there
Otherwise,
anything else?
you back on the bus and back to town.
But is there a mall? What, we're kids and we're not going to go to the
No,
mall?
there's no mall though. This one's not big enough.
The little mini mall in like Knoxville.
You can swim the channel and go to Stockholm. You can get lost there.
Actually, they
Good idea.
have copy machines here.
Ant.
At the library.
Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant.
Do I have enough money to make a copy of the manuals?
Ooh, probably not.
Damn.
Yeah, because those probably actually cost like 10 cents or 15. Whatever
Back
in
then,
Krona. Yeah.
Per page.
Yeah, per page, and the manuals are usually pretty
Pretty thick.
thick.
Is there a newspaper office here, like where reporters work?
Like
Yeah,
in the mini mall.
there might be a small town newspaper.
Okay. Were any of those articles written by the small town newspaper?
Probably, yeah, because that'd be a local thing. Well, they'd probably be national. Probably most of them were probably national
Okay.
or a regional thing, but there could be one. There could have been one in there about it from a local newspaper. And by local newspaper, like the Penny Saver.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like the whatever
Gazette.
Gazette.
It's not like the Daily Planet.
It's just probably like
The bulleteer.
a small office in a house
Okay.
somewhere.
News from the Yak.
Yep. News from the islands, is what I
Yeah.
would say.
Well, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, but the only thing to see if there's anybody at the newspaper office that might have done a little check out
We can
back
ask.
then on either the kid or the
We can ask
Xander. Yeah,
while we're here.
don't look, you know it's gonna pop up.
I doubt if the cops would tell us anything. But we can ask him, maybe. Yeah.
There is it's not a police station, but it is because the police are national. They're not like state, county. It's all one national group.
It's the
So like
constable office.
the main headquarters for this region is Stockholm, but they would have the substations scattered about. So like you don't have a police station in Koonsberga, but there is one here in town with maybe like half a dozen officers who are responsible for the island,
Okay.
It's fancy.
Yeah, let's go to the police station. Maybe ask him about it.
And the one article about Xander did say it was reported to the police, and they're probably the ones that also led the investigation on the boy too.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go over there.
Wait a minute.
Hide that wallet.
Hiding it.
Head over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You head on over there. And basically it's like a small little station, probably maybe a little bigger. You remember, say, I don't know, Knoxville.
Oh yeah,
You
the
guys remember
Knoxville.
the one, the Knoxville? At least back in the 80s or 90s, it's just that little white building.
Yeah.
Looks like it's part of a grain bin.
Yeah. You think it's off to the grain bin.
Yeah.
It's actually the police station.
Yeah. Like that's where they hang the people they catch.
Yeah. That's when they go interrogate. They just throw them in the grain bin. And like, we're gonna start filling this up. You talk. So it's basically just kind of like that. It does have a parking lot, and it does have like probably about 4 or 5 vehicles. Maybe a couple of bikes are locked up outside and everything. And then basically just a little white building, and it does say pizza on it and everything. Seems pretty quiet, other than the traffic that's going like around the street. There's not like a whole bunch of people there or anything like that. So you kind of go and kind of wander on in. There's not really like a front desk or anything like that, but as soon as you come in, you can hear there's probably like something that kind of beeps to let them know that someone's there. And you see probably some guy comes out, probably kind of an older guy. It kind of looks and goes, "Oh, hey kids, how you doing?"
Good. I'm doing a report. Over the summer for school for extra credit.
Yeah,
And-
needs a bookworm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And it's a report about what all happened in Koonsberger about 2 years ago. And there was 2 things that I thought were interesting: the disappearance of that Oscar kid, and there was also like some guy who went missing too. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember the Oscar kid. What guy are you talking about?
That guy right here. No.
Well, we found this wallet.
His name was
Xander.
Xander.
Sanders. Zandy?
Xander
Angle.
Xander Angles.
Angles.
He
Yeah,
worked
like
for like the
Sausalese.
Rick's Power.
He goes, oh, yeah. I think I kind of remember that. And he kind of smirks a little bit, and it's like, you know what? I think this is, you probably want to talk to Officer Marie, Officer Blanken.
Seriously?
Like, Marie, there's someone here that wants to talk to you. And
Oh, it's
everything.
totally cool. Get to talk to real cops.
And you can tell these are like, you can all roll your investigate as he kind of talking out, and you can see there's a bunch of cubicles. And they just have cubicles for their offices.
Right.
That one. Nope. 3. We're all like,
I got you.
This is the molder of the police station.
It's that one.
Yeah, just one.
No, I'm looking at the park across the street with the skateboarding ramp on it.
I'm looking at him going, what are you talking about?
The Knoxville police
You know, like
station.
putting on your
there's a
X-ray
skateboarding ramp.
glasses. No, he kind of calls back, and he kind of like smirks a little bit and everything. Kind of like, you can kind of tell, yeah, I don't want to talk to these kids, but yeah, I know exactly who you need to talk to.
Okay.
And you can kind of see back over in the corner there. There's a cubicle there, and you can see not on the inside of the cubicle, outside the cubicle, especially you, the guys that made extra successes. You can kind of see all these like weird stuff that's been tacked up on the, like stuff like UFOs and and it's not like stuff,
Please tell me they're going around.
and it's not like
I'm in
stuff
puberty.
that maybe that was for that cubicle.
Right.
So like other people
Are putting stuff
putting
there.
stuff up there and everything.
Oh, it looks like my locker at school.
So you see a young woman.
I'm in puberty.
I'm in love, dude.
Oh, it's totally. All right, cool.
Still right here.
The dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She kind of gets up and everything. She kind of like with a coffee cup and everything, and she's like, kind of a little bit of a gravelly kind of voice, and kind of like a tired voice too. Like, yeah. What do you want? She kind of said to me, I can't think of the name right now. St. Rick Jr., whatever. What is it? He goes, some of these kids got some questions about that case. About that Xander Engel guy. Yeah, all right. She kind of starts walking over. He's like, they're all yours. And he kind of turns and walks off. That's cubicle. And she kind of comes over and kind of kind of looks at you guys and everything. Is like, yeah, what's this all about?
Oh, officer, I'm
I
doing
love your door.
I'm gonna grab him and just cover his mouth up.
She just kind of shakes her head a little bit and then kind of sips her coffee and is like, all right, what is it? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm doing a report for extra credit for this upcoming year about stuff that happened in our town, Coonsberger, about 2 years ago. And I'm looking into that disappearance of the kid Oscar and that disappearance of Xander
Stop it now.
and the disappearance of that Xander Engels. Because they both happened 2 years ago. And it was kind of weird that they both went
I'm
missing.
sorry, could you say that again? Your friend over here is annoying.
So they both went missing 2 years ago. And I thought that was weird. And then when I looked it up, they lived like right down the street from each other. And I thought that was really weird. And I didn't know if you knew anything about that or had any and I kind of looked at it as if there were any cool theories.
Yeah, that does sound really weird.
I don't want any attention drawn to mine.
It does.
Yeah. I'll try and charm her.
I want to say something about that.
No, I'll see something. I shine into your robot. That's got it.
No. He goes, oh, I don't know about the two of them being connected because I believe Oscar, he went missing later on afterwards.
Right.
I investigated Xander Engel before that.
Right. But
All I know is he got fired from Rick's Energy. They wouldn't tell me what. And basically his house had laid empty and it foreclosed, the bank foreclosed it. I don't think they even sold it yet. And that's about it. We imagine he probably, after he got fired, he probably took off. Well, no. I'm sorry. Let me correct that again. Okay, she says, after foreclosure goes, basically all we know is that he bought that farm after he got fired, and he worked that farm or leased it out to someone else to work it, and worked it for a couple of years, and then he went missing. And when we went to investigate, we couldn't find anything. There was no foul play, nothing like that. We imagine he probably kicked up and left somewhere else.
But he was a scientist.
There's a lot of scientists here.
Yeah, but if he got fired, maybe he was doing actually do the like experiments or something, maybe.
I don't know. That's probably what scientists do.
Yeah, but I mean like bad experiments.
What kind of bad experiments are you talking about?
Well,
What do you know? And she kind of leans forward.
I actually said, well, from some of the readings I've done, I understand he was part of the cryogenics, like part of Rick's Energy, or had interest in cryogenics.
That's bad science.
Well,
What if he took the kid?
yeah, for like an experiment. And my voice is getting lower and lower.
And he goes, well, maybe he did. I don't know. Because we can't find him and we can't find the kid. But it's highly unlikely.
Now you pass him the say.
So what makes you think?
Can we talk privately somewhere?
Oh, Jesus. Hold on 1 second. She goes back to her cubicle. You see her pick up a bottle, pop it open. Drink coffee. Go get some more coffee.
Tell her about it. What if they come and confiscate everything? We're not going to be
Now
able to do this.
remember, adults are useless.
Yeah,
They won't believe you.
right.
So really,
that's true.
even if they do, and in this case, yes, logically they may investigate. If you lead them to it, they will. But more than likely, they're probably going to report it to Rick's Energy.
Yeah.
They're going to come. Some scientists are going to pick up everything
And take
it back because they are not going to be willing to mess around with someone's science project.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got it.
You know, and injure that boy. That boy's probably going to stay in that tank forever.
Yeah.
Until they're finally satisfied 20 years down the road that they can actually bring him back.
Okay.
And then not only that, probably more than likely, you're going to have to spill the beans on the robot,
Right.
and they'll probably take that too.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
the way that you
Okay,
use
so I'll just remain up against the wall, hiding the wallet in my butt.
Okay.
And I've got them stuff in my
Well,
pants.
I'll wait till she comes back.
So she comes back and he goes, "Do you want to step outside, or would you like to step into the interrogation room?"
No, we can step outside. I'm not going.
Can I scrutinize a room? Does she have any pictures of like something about the birds? Is there any stuff up there about that?
It does. Yeah, it does. No. The angle you're at, you can't really see into the cubicle very well. You can see that she probably does have some stuff kind of posted on there.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay, you kind of going outside.
Say. So you never found any connection between the two disappearances?
No, I did not.
The Oscar kid. Did his parents, how'd they deal with something like that? I mean, I'm sure they were heartbroken, but
I can't really speak for them because I don't have any kids of my own. So, and I know they
you,
were.
I'm never gonna.
Was that that?
I said, after dealing with you guys, I'm never gonna.
She goes, I imagine it was pretty tough for him. I didn't exactly lead that case, so I didn't deal with them directly all the time, but I was there.
and you think he wandered off in the woods? Is that what they said?
It's possible.
Did you guys have search parties? Did you ever find anything?
We had search parties.
Well, lots of tequila and gin.
Well, no, but I mean, was there anywhere you didn't get a chance to cover?
Covered pretty much the whole island. The island's not that big.
No.
They even extended the search to the other islands too.
Okay.
So it's not like we left too many stones unturned. So it's very well possible that at the time we ever got onto the spot where he was at, probably some wild animals got a hold of him.
Okay.
But then again, sometimes there are some weird stuff that happens around here.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys kind of went out, she had kind of walked out and kind of like leaned up against the patrol car and everything. You go ahead and since you were making an investigation.
Since you're unable to read.
Okay, you do notice that this car that she's kind of leaned up against and everything, you see in the back, it's like full of junk. Like on one side at least.
I look at it.
Not right now, but you do kind of notice a bunch of stuff that seems kind of odd because all the other cars are like perfectly clean.
Yeah.
They're like all the other SWAT cars. So, is there anything else you want to ask or maybe tell me?
No, but I may be in touch in a future report or something. Maybe.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, yeah. By the way, he's like, I believe in aliens and stuff too. So, just so you know.
Kind of not everything. What is wrong with your friend?
He's American.
He's on meds. We gotta go.
It's time for his meds.
Yeah, all right. Well, just be careful in your little investigation.
Okay.
You gotta go back in.
You all know.
Now, what was her name?
Officer Ing Marie. Blank. It's a hard name. Blanking.
Officer Bling.
Blanking.
What?
Blankang. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but
Blanking.
blanking.
D-L-A-N.
So her gun is, don't fear her gun.
Don't fear her gun.
Oh.
Oh. It's horrible.
Yes, it was.
Thank you for
That's
that.
why.
Was it D or B?
B.
Royal
B.
Region.
It starts with a B.
Oh, I thought you said B.
Well, if she goes back in, and I'll try and sneak back and look in their car.
Okay, that's easy. I mean, once she goes in and everything. Yeah, the back seat of her car, it is full of like maps, like nautical maps, the lakes around the islands here, and just different books and papers and articles and stuff that have been kind of bunched all up together in a box and everything like that.
She knows. Probably does, but if we told her about it, they would have came and taken everything. We can't tell her about it until after it's done.
So you be quiet.
Impossible.
I'm American.
So noted.
That's why we got
Okay. Very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Hunting rabbit. Hunting rabbit.
We should
Great,
get
I'm on fun now.
we should get back to town and check out his place.
What? We have to be badly. Hello.
Head back to town.
Yeah.
We'll do this one part and then I gotta go here. I got Springfield in the morning.
Okay.
You kind of basically go back, get your bikes, ride back out, past their house again. He's not out this time or anything like that. And you go basically down to that road. You can see where the for sale sign is, and you gotta go basically and go check out the house. It does have a nice big lock on it. One of those locks with the combination thing for like a real estate agent can come by and they get the keys out of it and everything like that. It looks like it's pretty buttoned up. If you wish, though, you can take a look around.
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of take a look around.
Break around.
Probably not a good idea. But you can find like a few windows here and there where you can look in. It looks like it's been emptied out. There's still some furniture in there, but it's like stuff they probably decided, we're not going to move this. We might leave this here in case someone wants to buy it and keep it. But it looks like any personal effects.
I want to look around the yard and see if there's like
Yeah, is it a garage or
storm cellar or something like that, or a root cellar.
No, but there is like a large barn, and you can see where there's an old tractor in there. Again, that's probably something they're not going to move. They'll probably see if they can sell it with the house.
Right.
Free loaner.
And probably go ahead and roll investigate. Whoever's looking.
Oh, yeah. I did have a question.
Go.
two successes.
Yeah, got one.
The wallet didn't have a house key in it?
No, it does not.
I had two.
I had
I had
two.
one.
I don't
I'm gonna go at least with you, Magnuson, for 2 because I know you've got the T3 too. And everything.
That one.
Yeah.
You do see probably maybe some materials in the back of the barn that's been covered up. Probably like metal materials that would probably have been used as part of digging down underneath that penguin and
Right.
laying out the materials, the walls and stuff like that. It looks like some of that same material is kind of like leftover scratch has been thrown back there.
Okay.
So that is pretty much all there is to that.
Okay, so you mean like to make the walls and the
Yeah,
floor and
the
the...
materials he used to actually
To make
go
the
down
bunker.
to make his little spot there and everything.
So obviously, it seems to me that when he lost his job, he bought this farm that's right next door to this penguin because he knew the penguin was decommissioned, and then he could put his secret lab down under there, and then get rid of his thing, and then the kid was a logical target of opportunity.
Or if the kid actually went missing, he found him and just took him back to experiment. Either way.
Now he did own the farm for a couple of years before he went missing.
Yeah.
So he's familiar with them.
And they did.
Well, he could have been digging out.
Someone did farm that area, so just I'll throw it out there. They probably used the farming with the crops and stuff growing up. It would probably have covered
Yeah.
the penguin,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he could have came out and worked on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably took that couple of years to dig out and get into the penguin. And
Yeah.
Oh, could we?
Actually, how much could be in on it?
Huh?
How much could have been in on it too?
Could we have went to
Why is that?
Berlin before we went here?
Why not? If he was
We'll
involved
say
in
we go afterwards,
Okay.
unless there's a specific reason why you have to go beforehand.
Just to save time. Double backtrack.
You got plenty of time. I mean, it's not going to get dark till fucking midnight.
Yeah.
So
And if I need to, I'm going to arrange to stay the night with Annalena.
Okay. Well, I probably have to go back and do some chores, so.
I'm gonna go talk to Birdman.
okay, we'll stop here.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Thank you, Brad.
Hope you enjoyed that. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in, seeing us here live.
Watching us all act like a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nothing more
It's
than
same
normal.
old same old.
Check out our Linktree. Check your. I'm trying to fill in for Rob, but I can't hear. So fill in our Linktree.
Yeah.
Check our YouTube channel and tune in every Tuesday night, hopefully. And next week, continue this or
She'll be able to.
okay. All right. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And Rob said he'll be back, so.
All right.
right.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Peace.
To see you.
Bye.